Good morning, and I hope this message video finds you well and in a good place. The last couple of days have been truly a challenge. It's been emotional, it's been a roller coaster, but that's what life is about. It teaches us to be humble and to believe in our capacity as humans, what we are trying to achieve in life. And it makes me appreciate every minute where I meet new and amazing people. And on a daily basis, I have Zoom meetings with people interested in our Community Verde project from all over the world. And it just verifies that we are on the right path in life. So many beautiful people out there stuck, and they lived the reality where they thought that this is the way life should be. I should be a slave to a system. I should work to provide for a family that I never see and I cannot afford to even feed or heat our home this winter. And they've woken up to the idea that there is an alternative life out there, and that is a beautiful experience. And it takes courage. And it brought me back to a wonderful and really amazing young man that stayed with me for the last 4.5 months. 19 years old, and he has such a longing to figure out life. He is on this journey where he wants to learn, and he has many obstacles in his life that he's trying to overcome, personal, self-inflicted, but he tries. Every day he tries to be better than what he was yesterday. And through his own little battles and these kind of things, and I encourage him all the time, discover who you are, discover what you want out of life, what you need out of life, what you want to give to life, and even information, no matter what news it is, no matter which political party it supports. I always say to him, you have to watch everything. You have to look on both sides of the spectrum. Trust your intuition, trust what feels right, listen to your inner voice and trust in the divine God. And he challenged a lot of my patience as well during this period because, like a 19-year-old, if you say go left, they go right. If you say do it this way, they have a different way of trying to do it. So we had a lot of growing to do. Him in his own capacity to learn to communicate, because he struggles to communicate. And a lot of people do, and that's why people get angry. That's why people get so misplaced and they feel so uneasy in life, because they cannot clearly communicate what they want inside, what they want others to know, what they need to let go of, these kind of things. So communication is something that we worked on a lot, because even when you send him a text message, he won't reply. A lot of times when he goes out with his friends and he's on his little excursions and looking for chicas and the things that 19-year-olds do, I will text him, all right, just let me know where you guys are, plus minus. So I have an idea, not checking up on you, but I have to be aware of where he is. He's in my care, so I promise his parents I will take care of him. And I do, like a hawk. But then he doesn't reply. So again, communication. And even when he speaks, he struggles to get the words out. Anything unravels this child. But again, he tries every time. Every day he gets up, he tries to do better. He makes a mess with a mix of cement, for instance, and then he gets so angry with himself and he tries to do better. And I admire that about him. I think that sheer determination to succeed, to figure things out, to do things and to understand other people as well and their needs. Because when we don't communicate, we don't display our emotions. So everything is cold, everything, our approaches, everything else is cold because we don't know how to communicate, not with ourselves, not with our feelings, and all these kind of things. But I admire his parents because his parents done something right in his life because he wants to grow. For him, his spiritual growth and his understanding of his belonging in this world and the purpose of it all, that is a very deep journey. And I admire the parents because you've done something right. You've raised a young man that's really trying to find his own way. He's really trying to grow in life. And he's on his own journeys. And he really faces a lot of battles with communication all the time. And even when we go out and young senoritas is smiling at him, flirting with him, and I say to him, go on, say hello, and he just panics. He can't speak. He can't speak in English. He can't speak Spanish, but he panics. Or he comes up with the most random just sentence out of nowhere because he's nervous. He's so overwhelmed with emotion and everything wants to jump out, and it jumps out sometimes in the wrong way. And that's the same as us as humans. Sometimes we communicate one way, but it's not really what we mean. And instead of people saying, can you clarify? Can you explain? People just go on their own little tangents and they have their own opinions about things. So again, learn to communicate. Learn to communicate with yourself and others in a peaceful manner. Because if you've done something wrong in the world or you've done somebody wrong, you want them to approach you in a calmness and understanding. And you want to do the same to them. If they hurt your feelings or do something, you want to have open communication. Dialect is so important and people miss it. Even with Camino Verde, for instance, the whole management, the operation, everything is handled by everybody that lives together and works together. We all have a say. We all push for the same goals in life. But we need to learn to communicate, share ideas, different concepts. Sometimes bring a different perspective in a project is just phenomenal. Like the people that I speak to online and that's trying to join our community, it is really phenomenal, the ideas that come up. And then I'm like, okay, wow, I didn't think of that, but we can incorporate this. We can work around it. And then they get excited because they belonging. They get a sense of belonging. They get a sense of purpose. And that's what we need to do. Let go of all these cards and boxes and tags that we put everybody in. We are all one. We are all one human race. Our humanity depends on us healing this. And the only way to let go of the racism and all of these cards that we like to play, let it go. Let it go. Each for their own. You do your thing, we do our thing. Respect neutrality. Respect each other's opinions. Respect each other to disagree. Have debate. Sometimes bring new concepts, ideas through. Not have fights and become ugly. This is not who we are, because when we engage in that ugliness, we become the ugliness. And everything that we hate in life and dislike is what we will become. All these opportunities we want out of life won't come our way because we're so filled with negativity, anger, greed, envy, all these horrible things. Just let it go. Let it go. Come on. We are facing many dark times ahead of us, and we need to embrace calmness. We need to embrace a sense of belonging, purpose. We need to work towards something that's ours. Work towards our family, spending more time together, to heal old wounds, scars from the past, and let things go. Embrace new ideas, concepts. Embrace peace and love. Don't let the world suffer because of our greed, our need to control. Let it go. Embrace a new world where we work together, where we rethink about the way things have gone for the last 100 years. Have we evolved? No. We've gone so far down the rabbit's hole, there's no ways out of it unless we unite with peace and love. And again, that's what the Camino Verde Paraguay project is all about. It's about recreating a livable, workable community, a colony of international and locals working and living together to create a better world, where we can work smarter, not harder, where we can earn sustainable living by enjoying and following the passions of our hearts. Through our joint efforts, we create income, we create sustainability, we create a better world. I mean, what a beautiful concept. With the right people together, we can do things. And if I can get more people like Shaun and his family who is determined to learn and grow, and if he comes back to Paraguay and he's joining us again, then that's fantastic. Bring your family with, bring everybody with, because that is what we are supposed to do. Work together, create a better world, bring new ideas to life. Listen, keep it calm, keep it great, and love you all. All the best.